Hey, what's going on, Star Wars fans? Today we're working on a Kylo Ren helmet from the Rise of Skywalker. I'm not a huge fan of the sequels. I love all Star Wars, so I mean, Star Wars is Star Wars, it's good. But not the hugest fan of the sequels. If you are, great for you. That's cool. Like, to each their own. But anyway, I thought Kylo Ren's helmet was super cool. So I'm gonna make that. But yeah, so anyway, I know that in the Force Awakens and the helmet and the Rise of Skywalker are a little bit different in that this chrome is much like brighter and shinier, and this has the like kind of a shinier texture to it, almost like a glossy texture to the helmet. And then in the Rise of Skywalker, the reforged helmet that has the red glowing parts that looks so cool, it's a little more of like a matte, flat look to it, and the chrome is a bit more weathered. I don't know if I'm going to do that. I kind of like the look of the Force Awakens, but I want the glowing of the Rise of Skywalker. So anyway, I know it might not be screen accurate, I guess is my point. But anyway, so this is a kit from GEC Props. I really dig it. It's a cool kit, but unfortunately, I think this might be the last one. I looked on his website. I don't think he offers it anymore. He had a sale saying he wasn't going to offer these anymore, so I picked one up. But yeah, unfortunately, I don't think you can get them anymore. But pretty cool. So it comes with all the pieces you need, including what is this, like ductwork reflective tape that goes on the reforged chrome parts, and the fabric that goes in the eyes, little greeblies that go on the sides, which are like a silicone or rubber. And then the helmet itself is actually all a red resin cast helmet. So this piece in the front here, which will be painted black, you can see where the cracks are. It will shine through red if I put light behind it, and the whole helmet's actually like that. So it's really hard to tell. I'm not gonna be able to get it close enough with the GoPro here, but this whole helmet is made of this red resin stuff. So when I paint the helmet black and then go and take my Dremel and cut into the black, what will be left is that red resin. So if I put light behind it, it'll light up and glow, which is super cool. Which I want to do. I'm excited to do that. I don't know if I have the willpower just yet to do it. I watched Fet263's build blog on how he did his, and just all the different strips of NeoPixels that go in there, and all the wiring looks like a nightmare. Like, I don't know if I'll be able to get through it. But anyway, I'm going to paint the helmet in one video, and if I get through the electronics, maybe I'll make a second one. But today, I'm just going to paint this bad boy. So anyway, I'm going to start with the chrome, because I'm thinking I can just finish with the black and the texture, and have the chrome taped off, obviously, and then etch the red. And then I won't have to do any repainting later if I do the chrome first. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do that first. So because this helmet has this really nice, polished, glossy feel to it in these areas, which I know some people that have done this prop kit have left it just as is because it looks so nice. I definitely want mine to be more of like a shinier chrome. But because it's finished so nice, I think I'm going to just try skipping the primer in 2K Clear to get like a black gloss. I think it might be glossy enough where I might just go straight into a Lumiluster and then clear coat it. I don't know, we might be doing this a second time, but anyway, I'm going to try it, see what happens, and yeah, here we go. So let's get started. Okay, grab some Lumiluster here. Okay. Let's give this a shot. Yeah, I don't know if it's quite glossy enough. I think, yeah, I just don't know. I think, I don't think that's shiny enough. So let's start over. Bring the Lumiluster straight onto the helmet. just looked a little too silver and not chrome. So anyway, I am going to take a step back here. I took some alcohol and washed off the Lumiluster. And I'm going to try this gloss black first before the Lumiluster and see how that looks. I'm trying to skip a step here of doing primer and then the 2K by going straight into a gloss black, but anyway, we'll see how this looks. I don't know. Okay, so the gloss black definitely brought a little more shine to it before I put the Lumiluster on, but still not quite as perfectly shiny as I want it to be. So I'm going to go ahead and do a 2K over this gloss black anyway. So I ended up not saving any steps, but oh well. We'll just go ahead and 2K the black anyway. Okay. Alright, see how shiny we can make this black. Okay, we're back. We got gloss down. I did the 2K clear over the black. Nice and shiny. We get up close here. But yeah, so now that we have that nice glossy black, we should go ahead and turn this into chrome with our Lumiluster. Arrows. Alright, got the chrome all done and it is looking nice and shiny. So yeah, we'll give this a nice 2K clear coat to protect it. But yeah, the chrome shine on here is super nice. Okay, here we go. Okay guys, now that the chrome has a 2K clear over it, it's all nice and protected. So I've gone ahead and masked off the chrome and now it's time to paint the rest of the helmet black. I have a can of black primer here that I'm going to start with. And if that looks dark enough, I might just leave that, but I'm guessing this is going to be kind of still too light and I might have to make it a little darker, but we'll see when we start painting. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so the black primer is dry, and I think it's actually dark enough with this black, plus the 2K that's about to go on it is going to darken it too. So I'm hoping to have a little bit of this light black, and then where the globs of 2K go will be shinier, and then, you know, higher contrast, so it'll be darker, so it should have this light black mixed with dark black. Anyway, I probably over-explained that, but I think it should look neat. So I've been working on the 2K clear, trying to figure out how to get this texture on the Kylo Ren helmet. So what I've done is, so I have some 2K mixed up here,
and I have it in a 2mm needle HVLP. So I have a really big needle here, which will let lots of fluid through. And then I have the fan on it opened all the way up. So normally I use like a 2-inch fan for better control. This time I have it all the way up, so when I spray, it kind of just goes everywhere. And then I also have the air pressure down in the compressor to like 5 pounds. Like it's really, really low. But hopefully I can spray this and show you what it looks like. I don't know if I will be able to with the light here, but anyway, it doesn't really atomize. It just kind of drops globs, and it's, let me try on the brush side here. Okay, here we go. Try this. See how that kind of spits and doesn't quite atomize the 2K, just kind of spits it out. So I'm hoping this will give us the texture that I'm looking for on the Kylo helmet. Now, why don't I try on this first, just in case I mess it up. So the air pressure actually kind of builds up in the line after letting go, so you kind of have to depress it and really let all that air pressure out until you have like a steady 5 pounds of air coming out, and then you're ready to spray. Alright, so you can see that texture that's spraying with that first spray. I'm just going to do that a little more, but I wanted to show you what it looks like with just one spray, so you can kind of see the difference in the gloss of the dots on there. You know, I'm spraying my arm because this fan is so wide. I can see it all over my arm here. One second. If you ever spray yourself with 2K, just grab some lacquer thinner real fast and get it off real easy. All right, now the fun part. Let's do the helmet. Okay, the 2K is all dry, and I am just extremely happy with how this texture turned out. It looks so great. The 2K really did an awesome job of, you know, putting all these little droplets of the 2K on there. Really gives it a perfect texture. I'm so happy with it. I was watching, I went and rewatched The Force Awakens last night, and you know, just to kind of look at the helmet, see how it looks in different lighting, and I noticed that it definitely has more of a sheen than a shine. So looking at this texture, the 2K is just so shiny. It has this super high gloss to it that well, let's see if I can maybe take a up close video here. So like the 2K almost looks white in the light, and it's just this super high contrast to the point where it looks like raindrops are on the helmet. So anyway, in the movie, let's see if I can put up a couple of photos here. So right away, I'm noticing there's like this sheen to the helmet, and you don't see a lot of the texture in some of these shots in the movie. But then you get a close-up shot later, and all of a sudden you can see the texture again. So anyway, I'm thinking I gotta do something to not be this shiny. So anyway, I went and looked at the 501st website and what they recommend for their helmet, and they say the helmet has a black satin paint on it. So anyway, I already got black, and we got the texture now, so I'm just gonna add some satin clear coat to it and see what that does. I think it will probably be just the right amount of leaving some shine and taking away the really high shine. Let's try the mouthpiece first here, just see what that looks like. Oh yeah, that definitely knocks it back. Okay. Huh. Man, that looks really good. Yeah, it's starting to dry already. Look at that. Okay, cool. So, let's see. I don't know if I'll be able to show it in the GoPro very well. So if we get close, you can still see the texture, but you get a little farther away, and see if I can get the shine on there. See how you can see the sheen on it like in the movie? So that's perfect. Awesome. Okay, so I'm just gonna put a satin coat over this 2K texture, and I think our Kylo helmet will be done being painted. Satin finish is all dry, and yeah, this looks great. Very, very happy with this. Looks perfect. I do another close-up shot. So I'm gonna try to compare the two.
After the clear coat was all dried, it was time to remove the masking on the chrome. And this has got to be the funnest time I've ever pulled masking tape off a helmet. Like, look at this. Just that chrome right up next to black gives it that super dramatic contrast. Yeah, I've never had more fun pulling tape off a helmet. But anyway, okay, so now that the helmet's all painted and done, it was time to Dremel out those cracks down to that red resin. And I did this like super, super carefully. I would just do little bits of pieces at a time, and then put a flashlight or something behind it so I could see if I could see the red, because it ended up just kind of looking gray from all the dust from the helmet. But yeah, you can see how that red's starting to show there. So anyway, this took me hours. I ended up deciding to just pull out a floodlight and put the helmet on top of a floodlight so I could see the cracks all the time, and cranked the Dremel up and just went to town. It was a lot deeper than I thought you would have to go to get to that red resin. And when it was all done, it ends up leaving this super deep crevice. It's like canyons running through the helmet. It's so deep. So what other people have done is filled it with like caulking and painted it red or something. What I decided to do was mix some red alcohol into a clear silicone caulking. So I had like red silicone. And this really worked out perfect. Took me a while to figure it out. I ended up doing some different consistencies with the red and the silicone. And I ended up finding like the right amount and filled it in. And it worked perfect. So these crevices weren't super deep anymore. It kind of filled it up to the top. But yeah, so that worked out super great. And I ended up deciding I wanted to put the NeoPixels in the helmet, because that red just looks so cool. And this ended up turning into like, I don't know, a 2-month break from it, because I felt a little overwhelmed to do all these NeoPixels. Like I saw what Vet263 did to his, and it's scary looking how much is going on the inside of that helmet. So I'll put up a video here so you can see what I did. So essentially you just need to put the NeoPixels behind the cracks to shine through, which I tried, experimented with. It looked cool, but you could really see the individual NeoPixels. So I ended up putting a couple of foam strips down first before the NeoPixels. And then after that was all done, I took some black gaffer's tape and kind of put it behind all the lit pixels. So that way you didn't have like a bunch of red glow
coming out of the helmet in different areas, or see it through the eyes. But yeah, so, and then I put this Bet 263 blade style, helmet style, I guess. But you can see how it kind of moves and lights up and chases around the red. I'll put up a different video. It's a little hard to show under these lights, the effect. But yeah, no, it's super, super cool how these lights just kind of glow and breathe and have life to them. Yeah, so I put in the black fabric, and I did do the like chrome tape on the reforged parts, so there was some contrast between the chrome and the chrome tape. Because in the movie, you can really see, those spots where they did the reforged, like not staples, but like the little weld pieces here that would hold the helmet back together. But yeah, this is probably the coolest thing I've ever made. I have to admit, like, I really dig this helmet. Very happy with how it turned out. I hate that it took me like 6 months to finish it, but anyway, I'm all excited to start the next project now. What do you guys think? Happy with how this turned out? I sure am. I love it.
I've been waiting for this day for a long time.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for joining me on another video, another make. May the force be with you all, and yeah, we'll catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.